The Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth, a vast ocean of sand stretching across the top of the African continent, covering more than 9 million square kilometers, an area nearly the size of the United States or China. It is a land of extremes, where scorching heat, violent winds, and endless dunes shape one of the harshest environments known to humankind. Yet hidden within this unforgiving world are ancient stories, thriving cultures, resilient wildlife, and landscapes so breathtaking they appear almost alien. Sahara Desert is mysteriously dangerous and spectacular beyond imagination. To understand the Sahara is to understand scale. This desert spans 11 countries: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Western Sahara, Sudan, and Tunisia. From the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Red Sea in the east, the Sahara stretches for over 5,000 kilometers. Its landscape is not only made of golden dunes, it includes rocky plateaus, gravel plains, salt flats, mountain ranges, and ancient dried riverbeds. For powerful visuals, wide aerial shots of dunes, sweeping drone footage over rocky massifs, and time-lapse scenes of moving shadows across sand ridges will bring this section to life. Daily temperatures here can rise past 50 degrees at 120 degrees and drop near freezing at night. Rain is rare, sometimes falling only once every decade in certain regions. Sandstorms grow so large they can be seen from space, while winds sculpt dunes the height of skyscrapers, some reaching 180 meters tall. These extremes shape every form of life that dares to survive here. For visuals, dramatic heatwave distortions, slow motion sandstorms, cracked earth surfaces, and footage of desert winds shaping dunes will reinforce the raw power of this environment. The Sahara was not always a desert. Thousands of years ago, it was a green world of rivers, lakes, and wild animals. Prehistoric carvings on rock walls show elephants, giraffes, hippos, and people living beside the water. The desert slowly expanded as Earth's climate changed, turning fertile land into the vast barren region we know today. These ancient engravings, found in places like the Tassili Niger in Algeria or the Gilf Kebir Plateau in Egypt, offer powerful documentary visuals of forgotten civilizations buried beneath the sands. Life in the Sahara is tough, yet communities have adapted over thousands of years. Nomadic tribes like the Tuareg, the Berbers, and various Bedouin groups have learned to navigate the dunes, survive in scarcity, and build cultures rich with tradition. Their clothing, blue veils, flowing robes, protects them from heat and sand. Their camels serve as transport, their tents as mobile homes, and their oral histories carry centuries of wisdom. For visuals, close-up shots of desert faces, caravans crossing dunes, and traditional camps illuminated by firelight create powerful emotional storytelling. Scattered across the desert are oases, small pockets of water and vegetation where life gathers. These oases, such as Siwa in Egypt or Timimoun in Algeria, are essential for trade routes and survival. Palms sway beside pools of fresh water. Ancient mud brick villages rise like mirages. These oases form some of the best opportunities for peaceful cinematic visuals: reflective water, handcrafted wells, farmers tending date palms, and the contrast of greenery against endless sand. The dunes of the Sahara, known as ergs, a sea of gold, create some of the most iconic landscapes on Earth. The Erg Chebi and Erg Chigaga in Morocco are prime examples: massive waves of sand stretching past the horizon. Each dune shifts with the wind, constantly reshaping the desert's surface. Travelers often describe the experience of climbing them as walking into another planet. Drone shots following ridge lines, footprints in the sand, shadows at sunrise and sunset, unrolling time lapses will deliver captivating imagery for this section. Few people know that the Sahara contains mountain ranges. The Ahaga Mountains in Algeria and the Tibesti Mountains in Chad rise like ancient stone fortresses from the desert floor. Volcanic peaks, deep canyons, and dramatic rock formations reveal a world far different from the open dunes. These mountains offer unique wildlife habitats and some of the oldest rock art in Africa. Close-up footage of cliffs, long shots of jagged peaks, and overhead footage of narrow valleys form exceptional documentary visuals. Despite its harsh environment, the Sahara is alive. The fennec fox with its oversized ears, the addax antelope with its striking white coat, desert reptiles, camels, scorpions, horned vipers, sand cats, and migratory birds all find ways to survive. Many animals here are nocturnal, avoiding the blistering daytime heat. For wildlife visuals, infrared night footage, slow motion animal movements on dunes, and close ups of desert creatures create a powerful contrast to the desert's emptiness. For centuries, camels have been the key to survival and trade. Able to walk long distances without water, withstand high heat, and carry heavy loads, camels shaped the culture and economy of the Sahara. Camel caravans once transported gold, salt, and spices across thousands of kilometers. These caravans are iconic visuals, lines of camels silhouetted against the sunset, bells echoing, riders dressed in traditional desert attire. Salt was once more valuable than gold. In the Sahara, massive salt mines such as those in Taoudeni, Mali, continue centuries-old extraction traditions. Workers carve blocks of salt, load them onto camels, and travel across the desert. The repetition, the heat, and the sheer effort involved make this one of the most physically demanding trades in the world. Visuals here include workers chiseling salt, camels loaded with slabs, and long, dusty journeys through the emptiness. In the Sahara, the horizon plays tricks. Heat bends light, creating illusions of water or floating cities. These mirages have misled travelers for centuries. Slow motion shots of shimmering air over sand, reflective distortions, and moving shapes in the heat will illustrate the mysterious and deceptive nature of the desert. Sandstorms, known as haboobs, can stretch hundreds of kilometers and swallow entire villages in minutes. These storms are loud, choking, and blinding. They erase roads, bury vehicles, and force nomads to take shelter. For dramatic visuals, time lapses of sand walls approaching, handheld footage during storms, and shots of sand swirling around objects give the viewer an intense experience. When the sun sets, the Sahara changes character. Temperatures drop quickly, and the night sky becomes one of the clearest in the world. With no city lights, the Milky Way glows brightly. For visuals, wide-angle shots of stars, long exposure time lapses, and silhouettes of dunes beneath the glowing sky create unforgettable scenes. Despite centuries of adaptation, life in the Sahara remains difficult. Water shortages, climate change, desertification, and harsh living conditions push communities to the limit. Many nomads migrate seasonally, seeking better pastures for their livestock. For visuals, families packing tents, herds moving across vast plains, and interviews with locals provide emotional weight to the documentary. Oases and underground irrigation systems, such as the ancient Fogaras of Algeria or the Qanats of Libya, show impressive engineering. People plant dates, olives, wheat, and vegetables using channels built centuries ago. Close up shots of water channels, farmers working, and green fields surrounded by sand emphasize human resilience. Stories of lost civilizations buried in the Sahara have captured the world's imagination for decades, from the rumored city of Zerzura in Egypt to the ancient Garamantes Empire in Libya. Many secrets lie hidden under the sand. Archaeologists continue to uncover forgotten roads, pottery, and structures using satellite technology. Visuals include old maps, satellite imagery, desert ruins, and explorers walking through ancient remains. Beneath the Sahara lie massive aquifers, some formed millions of years ago when the region was green. Additionally, fossils of whales, giant crocodiles, and ancient forests reveal the desert's prehistoric past. The Wadi al-Hitan in Egypt, known as the Valley of the Whales, offers rare visuals of massive fossilized skeletons lying on desert ground, one of the most surreal sights in the world. Modern technology continues to shape life here. Solar farms rise across Morocco, Algeria, and Egypt. Tourism grows in countries like Morocco and Tunisia. Meanwhile, environmental challenges threaten traditional lifestyles. This balance between modernization and tradition forms a powerful narrative about the Sahara's future. Visuals include solar panels, modern desert towns, and interviews with residents adapting to change. The Sahara holds a spiritual and symbolic place in human imagination, the mystique of the desert. Poets describe it as a place of silence and reflection. Explorers speak of its overwhelming size. Travelers feel both fear and awe when standing alone in its emptiness. For visuals, meditative shots of footsteps disappearing in sand, lone travelers climbing dunes, and wide frames emphasizing solitude will bring this emotional connection to life. The Sahara Desert is more than a barren wasteland. It is a living, evolving world, a place that has shaped civilizations, tested human endurance, preserved ancient secrets, and inspired countless stories. Its landscapes are some of the most dramatic on Earth. Its people are some of the most resilient. Its history stretches further than human memory. The Sahara is a reminder of nature's greatness, its danger, its beauty, and its ability to humble us. This is the story of the Sahara Desert, an endless world of sand, survival, and wonder.